Hey there, everyone. I am Laurie Barraco, and I welcome you to my predictions for the week of September 7th, 2025. And for September, I'm using the Lightseers Tarot by Chris Ann. Alrighty, so we'll give the cards a shuffle and we'll see what Spirit has in store for us this week as we move into eclipse season. And we also have a full moon in Pisces on the 7th as well. So lots of expansive energy, meaning that with eclipse season, it brings to light the things that have been hidden, the things that we kind of tucked to the side because maybe we don't want to deal with it right now, or we don't have the time, or it is scary. We're feeling fearful and we're afraid to really look deep within, because if we instigate change, we don't know what will happen, right? And sometimes the things that we tuck to the side and put, and put it away for a while, and we kind of take a peek and we look at it, and sometimes it's not as bad as what we think it is. So eclipse season is pushing that forward a little bit more so. It's bringing it out into the light, saying, ta-da, take a look at this. Look what we've got over here. Remember that over there? It's growing and we don't want it to grow anymore, or it's almost out. It's almost done. You've made more progress in that area, more than what you think. So if it jumps, we got to grab it. So that's my little spiel on eclipse season. So here's the first one, the second card, and the third. I just pulled straight from the top. The jumper is the Four of Swords reverse. That is great because that basically is highlighting what I was just saying about let's get past the mind, the thoughts, the beliefs, and just bring it all out so we can see it and gain more clarity. Then we have the Strength card reversed. And then we have the Hermit reverse. So my friends, things are really being brought out into the open in our own lives. And I know a lot of times people will say, or you might even hear these readers, the YouTube readers, the TikTok readers, saying, well, now it's all coming out into the light and now we're seeing everything it's brought out. And a lot of times we think about outside of ourselves. We think of, I don't know, in the collective. You think of politically, you think of religiously, you think of the actors and the high profile people. However, we don't always think about ourselves and what are the things that need to be brought out into the light for ourselves, for our evolutionary process. So I'm going to say that I believe that more of what we're seeing brought out into the open is what's been going on within us, where we haven't looked at, what we may think is not a big deal, what we are unaware of that is holding us in place and not helping our natural progression. So this is about us. And yes, it's good to keep an eye on what's happening out there in the outside world, but let's take back our own personal responsibility and see where we can polish some things up and ask ourselves, am I in alignment with my true potential? And we will not be satisfied until we are in that alignment and we are in that place. We know we're in that energy, in that channel of our divine potential. And when we know when we're not, because we get a little fussy, we're a little off base, we're just a grumpy, cranky feeling, and having that experience that something's not right, something's missing. And so now it's going to be laid out even more so for all of us. How exciting, right? It is exciting. I know that it is exciting. And there is just nothing like the experience of self-accomplishment, knowing that we're where we need to be, feeling fulfilled, not feeling like something is off. There's nothing like that, right? So Spirit's going to help us with that this week. Not just this week, but always. But it'll be even more evident. All right. Thank you so much for tuning in each and every week. Namaste, my dear friends. Have a great week. Have a fabulous full moon. Do a little full moon ceremony and just maybe do a little research on the eclipse season that is upon us. All right. Namaste. Bye-bye.